Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Laura, and this is part of my journey. Um, I always joked that having a dad as a minister and a mum as an RMPS teacher, becoming a Christian was inevitable. It's not true because my parents encouraged me to find my own faith. We were brought up in faith. I was a member of a church from a very early age. I declared my love of God at a very early age, but I was always encouraged to develop my own relationship with God. I went to various Youth Alpha courses, I did Christian camps, I sang in the church band, I spoke loudly and unashamedly about my faith throughout my high school and further education. And I've always had a really strong feeling that God is with me and has higher plans over and above what I want to do. And an example of that is when I was just 16, I had an audition for a TV show that I thought was going to be my big break. It wouldn't have been, but at that time it was super important to me, and I really, really wanted it. And it was between me and a friend, and my friend got the part. And although happy for her, I was obviously a little bit sad for myself. And that summer, I went off to Iona and took part in the Christian Youth Festival, which has always been an amazing experience for me. And I met my husband. I wasn't filming a TV show. I was meeting the man that I was going to spend the rest of my life with. So although I thought, oh God, why didn't you give me that opportunity? Did I not work hard enough? Was I not good enough? He had higher plans, and that's kind of taught me that if you work hard at something, if you try your best, if you pray and you try, then and you don't get it, it's not God punishing me. It's not God saying you don't deserve this. It's just He's got something different up his sleeve and something different ahead of you. Um, it's hard to understand that, especially if it's something traumatic in your life. It's hard to see that in the present, and sometimes takes a little bit of perspective before you realise that God is there, God has plans. Unfortunately, this thought process can and did for me lead to complacency. It's all right, God's got a plan, what's the point of me even trying? But that's not true, because then faith doesn't become the priority in your life. I got distracted, I got busy, I made excuses. University work became priority over my time at church, over my time with my church community, over my time with God. And it became easier to make excuses not to take part in church and take part in my faith. And in that time, I experienced a lot of personal and professional challenges. And when I felt myself looking for God and felt Him telling me to stop and listen, I didn't always do that. But since becoming a mum, I found my way back. And I realised that my faith's no longer just mine. It's one that I can share with my kids. And like my parents did, I'd like to help them on their journey too. My faith's always been extremely experiential. I feel him, I look for him, I want him to be with me at all times. And if I don't feel him, I find myself looking harder. Still guilty of making excuses, and my faith is still on a journey, as we all are. And I'll have plenty of ups and downs ahead of me, but God's in my boat. And I trust and have faith in His plans. And I really hope that the highs outweigh the lows in my journey.